Okay. What's going on, everyone? Uh, that's tuned in or that will tune in. Make sure you log in, like, share, and subscribe to my channel, J.Matthew TV. So, this episode, I'm gonna just want to get right into it because I got kind of a lot right now, and then I want to do a live on on Instagram. I've been doing this whole thing with what's going on in the world now, and also scamming and this that, and the third. But I want to touch more on what's going on right now in the world because that is more detrimental than anything. And as I stated before in another live of mine, I think it was probably my last one, that think situations like Marcus, because I'm always constantly getting info for the most part about what he's doing. It's not just him. There's other people that are like him that are doing the same thing as well. And some of the people are people that you know, he's hooked up with other people that do the same thing that he does. So it's not just him. It's like an army. It's like an army of them. But anyway, with that being said, so what I want to talk about is something more serious, and it's about this war in Gaza, in Israel. Now, I know a lot of people. Let me shut this. I know a lot of people will be like, you know, oh, I'm not into conspiracy theories and this and the third of that nature, whatnot. But a lot of what's going on now, this isn't has nothing to do with a conspiracy, and it's going on right in front of your face. If you read Revelations in the Bible, it talks about this going on, and it's happening right in front of everyone's face. So, with that being said, I want to start with this. So God, it says in the Bible, I'll say Yahweh, and said in Zechariah 12 and 12, 3 and 4, right? I will make Jerusalem like an intoxicating drink that made the nearby nations stagger when they send their armies to besiege Jerusalem or Judea. In other words, any city that goes around Israel or tries to make Jerusalem like theirs, there's no way possible that it's going to happen because it's so protected by other means other than weapons and stuff and things of that nature. Now you got this war going on with Israel where Gaza allegedly attacked them first, came in. I mean, they killed over. Let's go over. Let me go over some of my notes. They killed a lot of people. They killed 260 people at a festival event in Israel. They just went in there and just slaughtered everybody damn near at that festival. People from out of Gaza. Um, they slaughtered over 1,300 Israelis so far. Is that number? Of course, it went up. They also have American hostages, about 27 right now, to be exact. Probably more, and it's about to be a ground war with Israel, which means they're going to go in there physically with military and stuff like that and attack Gaza and to also retrieve any of the victims, or I should say hostages, that they have kidnapped. I mean, this is all crazy. Look, my thought is this. Off my script and everything like that, I'm gonna just talk to you, and this is what I see happening. You got this war going on with Israel out of nowhere, okay? Just like with Ukraine and Russia, that came out of nowhere. It's like one day everybody was just having a good day. Next thing you know, just somebody just started shooting at it. It just happened out of nowhere. From what the news reports and from what we see, you got Ukraine and Russia at war now. Still, I should say, Israel and Gaza now at war. This is like the 10th day, I think. 10 days they've been at war, doing shooting bombs back and forth and throwing grenades. I mean, not grenades, but now going on foot to go into Gaza. There have been children being killed, women. There are people who've been trying to escape, who are considered regular civilians. They have been attacked en route to escape. Israel has given people in Gaza a certain amount of time to evacuate before they just, I guess they're going to rush and clear out the whole thing. You know, you have Lebanon, they're starting to attack Israel. Israel is attacking them back. I mean, you know, there's no such thing as coincidence. China is right at the doorsteps of Taiwan. They're about to attack them. Taiwan is like a main, we want to call it like a main, they do most of the trading for the United States through China is Taiwan. And China is about to attack them. So you got three, you're about to have two, you got two right now, two wars actively now going on. You got another another country about to attack another one right at the doorstep. You got this president here, you don't know what's going on. You got elections around the corner. Look, this is all this is all a game. And not just a game like a funny game. Everything is a strategic piece to a puzzle once it all comes together. It's supposed to be a very bad winter. All right. People are going to get sick. People are going to there's another strand of COVID right around the corner. If you don't know about it, they're going to have people go back in quarantine and stuff and everything like that. It's about to be everything that we went through 22, 21, 2021, 2000. It's about to be all over again, but it's going to be even worse than before. Now, when you got that going on, you got these people running for election. Isn't it crazy? Are you ever noticed that something always goes on around election? Like there's always some type of war, or not even a war, some type of threat. It's just some kind of danger, around this time. So you got these things going on. I've worked at places and I've seen things where they're putting certain things in place where you're going to have certain criteria in order to even enter grocery stores, restaurants, things of that nature. If they have another outbreak, I'm pretty sure they're going to implement that even harder. Now, with that being said, if you go to your local supermarket, you probably see like the shelves are probably starting to get a little thin again, like they were like in the pandemic, like we were in the pandemic, But things are going to get a lot worse, and it's little teeny tiny things that are they're in your face, but not so much in your face. But you're going to start to feel the anxiety. You're going to start feeling these things going on around you when you got wars going on over in the country. To me, in my opinion, I think America just seems like it's almost like you got all these other countries, and then America is like a sitting bank. Anytime there's a war going on, it just shuffles out money. We don't know. We only got ourselves together, but it shuffles out money. Biden has funded Iraq and all that other stuff, and now parts of them are about to go to war or going to war with Israel. It's crazy. It's nuts. But with that being said, these things are happening for a strategic reason. People don't just bust out in war and things of that nature. I mean, you got to think about it. At the end of the day, it's one person somewhere that rounded up a whole country or a bunch of other people against one other person somewhere that routed up a whole bunch of other people. And because them two people disagree, you got millions and hundreds and thousands of people, you know, it varies at time of war. I mean, when it comes to war and the numbers of people getting killed, as well as children. Now, with all this being said, I'm saying this. These are my predictions. What I think is going to happen, or what's about to take place. I don't think it's going to be a full blown out war with them. There's going to be some kind of resolution. Now, whenever this resolution comes about, it's going to be settled for a little bit. But it's not just going to be a resolution with Israel and Gaza or whatever. All these other countries are going to have like someone's going to come. I think religion's going to kind of push the forefront with things, because usually when you mention God, sometimes for the most part, people kind of try to rethink things or whatever. So you put a religious figure aspect into it, then you get a person that's an influencer in a mix of it to get these people to sit down and agree upon one thing. Now, when you think you're agreeing upon one thing, you think everything is cool and calm and kosher and all the other stuff. You end up giving away certain things because you're comfortable now because you found a resolution to peace. And next thing you know, you start giving things away to that entity, that thing that brung you together. Then that thing end up getting taken charge. That person, let's be real, I'm not going to talk in riddles. There's definitely going to be a person. We know who he is. He's already here. You know, it's going to bring all this stuff together, because it's real bad right now, Israel. They gave him a notice to get the hell out of the country because they about to go ape shit crazy there. And this, people don't even know what this war is about. Really, this isn't a war about land. This war is based on religion. This is a religious war, and a lot of people don't know that. This war don't have nothing to do with. Now, with Obama, when he was president, they made it like, oh, Gaza, once Israel just, move the borders back just a teeny tiny bit. And it's like, no, we're not. And Israel's like, no, we're not doing that. Benjamin Netanyahu, Yahoo, if I said his name right. Sorry if I said it wrong. But the prime minister, I think, of Israel said, no, we're not doing that. We can't defend ourselves the right way if we back our borders up. We're not doing it. Because see, Israel is getting attacked from if you look on the map, they're getting attacked from the right side. They're getting attacked from the east, north. I think they said Lebanon is starting to shoot bombs at them now. And then you got, it's like if, let me see. I'll try to draw it real quick here for y'all. And I'm just going to use an example. Okay. So it's like this. And like I said, this is just an example. I'm just so you can see what I'm trying to say. It's like this, like if this whole circle, right, or all this space is Israel, right? You got Gaza right here. There's water. There's water right here. There's water there. I'm gonna get a marker board because when I can draw what I'm saying, that helps me too, and y'all can see better what I'm saying. So there's water here. Gaza's right here, but Gaza isn't that big. Gaza is like for real is like that small. That's like for real what Gaza is. Like Gaza, I drew a little too big. I'll try to hurry it, but Gaza's like for real like that big. And then like all of this is Israel. Then you have. I'm not gonna make a fool of myself, but I put it like this: they're getting attacked here. They get attacked somewhere up here, from a country up here, and they getting attacked, I think, somewhere right around here. There's another country. So they're getting attacked and they're holding it down. Like scripture, like I read before, God says God's, Yahweh said anything that tries to touch that is it ain't gonna work. But when Obama was president, Gaza or I think Afghanistan, I think that's what's over here. They was wanting them to push. I think they was wanting them to push their borders back this way or somewhere over in here. They was wanting Israel to push their borders back, and Israel was like, no, we're not gonna have enough room if we did that. If we do that. To defend ourselves or whatever. You trying to push us like out in the ocean or whatever. But now that it's full blown out attack them, they have thousands of troops and all this other stuff. But all these things are going to come to pass because, Revelations, if you read Revelations, it talks about all these things that are happening right now. You got the UFO things with all these aliens and whatnot and everything. All of this stuff is going to come into play. You got people going to war at each other. Think to yourself right now, who's like the most influential person in the world? Don't say Beyonce, because I'm not talking about, ain't nobody talking about no damn Beyonce or no entertainer. Think of right now who's a real person that's serious, political, that anybody and everybody will listen to. I think you know who. So when all of these things are coming into play or coming in, coming to the, it's just crazy. I'm sorry. It's just crazy because when they show them kids and everything, like how they bombed, and it's both of them back and forth. Gaza started it allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly because, like I said, you can't. I don't know. The news. They say one thing and be another or whatever. But for all this to take place and it's like innocent people, it makes me ask this question too. Like, what are the rules of war? What are the rules of war? Can you attack anywhere, or do you have to research where you're going to attack because of civilian life, or like how does that work? How does that work? With all these things going on with wars and whatnot, you're going to see food shortages. United States think they're the only ones who can give out sanctions and stuff like that. Other countries can sanction us too. Certain countries have sanctioned or sanctioned United States as well. Certain countries have already sanctioned United States, for certain things or whatever reasons they may have. But people like war in this country because they look at it as a profit and a financial gain. So I think that's another reason why United States, when it comes to wars and stuff, they quit to give somebody else money. They gave Ukraine money. They gave Iraq money. They just give. And you sitting here wondering like, damn, why it take forever just for you to sign something to give us $600? I remember that at one time when, because I think Trump was mad at something. I think he waited to the last minute in office just to be petty and said, all right, I'm signing this and go on and let them, had that little $600 check, before I leave. So they can't say I ain't giving nothing before I left. It's just nuts. It's crazy. I honestly feel like there's going to be new rules in place as the years come in 2024, 2025, with all these diseases and shortages on food, and you got to see how things are being set up. So when you got everyone that's going through something or whatnot, you can't have everybody coming into your store because what do you see going on now? People are looting in the stores now. They're going by the hundreds and the, 50, 60, 20, 30, 40. These groups of people, they just ransacking the stores. So what the stores are going to start doing now? There's a lot of stores that have closed down because of this, but they're going to need more than security. I see Walmarts now; they have a security that goes all around their parking lot and whatnot. But these things are going to get bad. They're going to get worse, and they're going to set these things up. Well, not even set them up because they're naturally going to happen, but these things are going to happen. But there are also going to be rules set in place for them to do other things as well. So when you got something bad going on, they're going to use it as an excuse to do something even worse and worse and worse. But it will come casually and gradually because you can't hit somebody with something all of a sudden. You got to give them a reason and this, that, and the third. But you got people running for president and then there's a war going on. They can talk about, they can, tell all their lies. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to stop that, and these people that run for president, they don't keep half the promises that they that come out of their mouth. They lie 100 miles a minute. Obama lie, ain't nothing changed. If all these presidents kept their word, a lot of shit wouldn't even be going on now. But it is going on now. You're gonna have someone in the middle of this chaos. You're gonna have someone who's going to be the voice, the reason, and the purpose. That's what it's going to be. It's like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You got the voice, the reason, and the purpose. The voice is going to be the Pope. The reason is going to be Obama, and the purpose is going to be wherever that final thing is at the end of this all. But this war is very sad that is going on, but it's supposed to happen for a reason, and we know the reasons why for those who do. And I pray that if you don't believe in that there's something higher than yourself, is God. If you don't believe in that something, and let me talk about this real quick before I leave. If they say that there's aliens and stuff, and we're just ball spinning around and there's other things that live out there and whatnot, how in the world you cannot explain how something is just floating in the middle of something? You can't just say is this, is that, is more than something that's holding it. With that being said, we see how us as human beings can do incredible things that we think of with our mind and whatnot. So you don't believe that there's someone or something or just a possibility at one time that, I don't know, something came here to save you, and being that you haven't seen it in your lifetime, it never happened. But you breathe air every single second and you cannot see it at all. Just think about that, and I pray that you put your faith in God and watch as well as pray. Look at what's going on around you. I will be here to break down more things as they occur. Again, this may be something that might be boring to other people when it comes to this stuff, but saving your soul, I'd be bored out of my mind if it's gonna save my soul. And I'm not saying I'm the soul saver, but I am here to make sure that people who are not aware, or they're wondering, are they going crazy, or are these things really happening? So they know that, yeah, this is real and this is happening. These things are happening. You have to protect your family, protect your spirit. You don't want to say that you had a hard life and then you not here no more, and it may be harder again. Don't, if you can believe in the fantasies of people on television and things of that nature, you should believe in the things that are real that can save your life and give you a better one. My name's J.Matthew. I'm out. Y'all protect yourselves, be safe. While I say watch as well as pray. Thank you for your time. I'm out. Peace.